And I think the thing that I've learned through all the ups and downs, wins and losses, injuries, difficulties, highlights, records, it's about enjoying the process, enjoying the journey.
Brittany, let me see something real quick. Brick! Thank you! Get the hell out of here, yo!
Pops. Yeah, Pops.
Please tell me how exciting that is for you and what you're looking forward to most.
I'm super excited. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just drop it. He's here. So he's here. Yes. 7'8", 24. Yeah, 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Yeah, that's my man. He is amazing. They say, you know, as soon as you see him, it just like everything that you thought mattered just goes out the window. And that's literally what happens.
16 turnovers is which they average. They are last.
BG staying with it. Jump ball is called, and Griner is not happy.
Candace Parker didn't just step away from the game. She got pushed out, and fans are convinced it wasn't about age, injury, or retirement vibes. Nah, they say the WNBA gave her the boot before she could blow the lid off something huge. We're talking Brittany Griner's real gender, and this ain't some made-up internet theory either. Word is Candace has got the receipts, and not just some gossip or locker room whispers. Folks close to her say she's sitting on serious proof, medical records, private photos, and files that could shut down the whole conversation around Griner's identity for good. If that ever leaks, it's not just Griner's career that's over. The WNBA might crash and burn right with her. Sponsors, endorsements, public trust, all of it could go up in flames. And here's where things get real shady. Candace didn't sound like she was ready to leave. Her retirement message had lines like not cheating the game and leaving it better than she found it. But fans think that was code, like real coded warnings about something deeper. She's also been dropping hints about pushing through tough times, facing pressure, and staying quiet when she really wanted to speak out. That don't sound like someone peacefully bowing out. That sounds like someone being forced to vanish. Now the streets are buzzing. What's in those files Candace has? Are the higher-ups scrambling to keep this under wraps? And most importantly, will the WNBA survive if those files ever see the light of day? Because let's be real, if Candace really got pushed out to keep a secret, that secret must be big enough to bring down an entire league. Fans believe she was holding the kind of evidence that would expose the truth about Brittany Griner in a way the WNBA couldn't cover up. And just because Candace is retired, don't think those files disappeared. They're still out there, waiting. That proof, it's still out there. And if it ever gets leaked, it won't just end Brittany Griner's career, it could expose the WNBA for knowing the truth the whole time and choosing to hide it. That's why the timing has fans side-eyeing everything. Griner's size, her power on the court, how she moves. People have been whispering for years, but now the whispers are turning into shouts. Fans are saying it straight up. Something ain't adding up. Griner's out here dropping topless poolside clips on Instagram with no censorship. But meanwhile, other WNBA stars get flagged or taken down for way less. That double standard isn't just frustrating, it's raising serious questions. One clip in particular, it's been making the rounds for weeks. Fans keep reposting it, zooming in, analyzing everything, and the comments are getting bolder. One that went viral didn't hold back. The WNBA is paying a grown man to dominate women on the court, and they expect us to pretend like that's fair. People ain't buying the silence anymore. They're calling it how they see it. Griner is a dude. Beg Piocento. That's what fans are saying loud and clear. And when Candace Parker started pushing back, asking why everyone had to stay quiet about it, boom, her career was gone just like that. No farewell tour, no league-wide tribute, just a cold, quick retirement post that felt less like a celebration and more like a cover-up. Now fans believe it wasn't retirement, it was damage control. Candace's exit statement didn't sound like someone at peace with leaving. It had lines that made people raise their eyebrows. She wrote, "I promised I'd never cheat the game and that I'd leave it in a better place than I came into it. The competitor in me always wants one more, but it's time. My heart and body knew, but I needed to give my mind time to accept it." Yeah, fans locked in on that never cheat the game line real quick. They're convinced it was a warning, a coded message, like she was saying something shady went down, but she couldn't say it directly. Maybe because she signed something. Maybe because the league made her choose, walk away quietly or risk it all. What's even more suspicious, Candace hasn't been acting like someone ready to slow down. She still looks sharp, still sounds strong. She's been moving like someone who's got more to give. but had no choice but to fall back. In a recent interview, Candace Parker opened up about pushing through challenges and learning from tough situations, but the way she said it didn't sound like she was talking just about basketball. Fans are reading between the lines, and they think she was dropping hidden clues about something much bigger going on behind the scenes. For folks already suspicious, that interview, along with her cryptic farewell post, feels like straight-up breadcrumb clues, like Candace was trying to speak the truth without actually saying it out loud.
And I think the thing that I've learned through all the ups and downs, wins and losses, injuries, difficulties, highlights, records, it's about enjoying the process, enjoying the journey.
Now everybody's digging into what's really going on with Brittany Griner and what the league might be trying to cover up. So what's the real evidence? Well, people close to Candace say she's got the kind of proof that could blow this whole thing wide open. We're talking way beyond gossip. This ain't no random rumor. Word is, Candace walked away from Phoenix with receipts, serious ones. Let's start with the big one, private practice room recordings. Yup, insiders say Candace got her hands on exclusive footage. Not the stuff fans see online, but closed-door team drills, behind-the-scenes meetings, and private convos involving Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, and Skylar Diggins-Smith.
You're doing a half cycle down there and back. You're going to watch the other team.
I take it in every time.
Take it in every time. Last group goes. There you go. Easy pass. There you go. There you go. Nice.
And when people got a glimpse of one of these clips, they said it didn't look like regular team footage at all. According to those in the know, the footage shows odd dynamics, shady decisions, and conversations where it feels like Griner's getting special treatment, like the rules don't apply to her the same way they do to everyone else. It's got fans asking, why is she treated like she's untouchable? And here's the kicker, if just one of those tapes leaks, the WNBA is going to be forced to answer some questions they've been dodging for years. There's also talk that other players know exactly what's up. Former Mercury stars like Penny Taylor and DeWanna Bonner, even current names like Kalia Copper and Sophie Cunningham are rumored to have seen and heard things that match Candace's version of events. So why are they staying quiet? Simple. Speaking out could cost them everything. Contracts, sponsorships, media deals, gone in a flash. That's why they're staying low for now.
Together, we know what it takes and the energy to win. We have a group of vets, so on the road, we know we gotta bring it. So we kind of have our little team meetings before the game and come together and do what it takes to get a win.
But fans believe that silence, it speaks volumes. Sources close to Candace Parker say she didn't walk away empty-handed. She walked away with straight-up receipts, screenshots, text messages, even recorded phone calls where other players back her up. If those ever get released, this whole thing stops being just a rumor. It turns into a full-blown scandal the WNBA won't be able to bury. Candace's team is also rumored to have something even more serious. Performance data, not just medical records, but private league testing numbers used to evaluate players behind the scenes. We're talking sprint speeds, strength to weight ratios, even bone density scans, the kind of data the WNBA keeps locked away and never shows to the public. Here's a sample of what insiders claim is part of that data set. And once you see the level of testing that's done behind closed doors, it's hard to believe none of it has raised red flags.
Familiar with the box score stats in basketball like points, rebounds, and assists, but which is actually most important for winning games? Here's my first attempt at a regression analysis on the WNBA box score stats. First, I compiled the per game stats for each of the 12 teams along with their winning percentage. We selected the box score stats as the independent variables and the winning percentage as the dependent variables and ran the regression on it.
People close to Candace say she's convinced these stats reveal something the league doesn't want to talk about. Griner has a biological advantage that no other WNBA player can touch. And if these numbers leak, especially when combined with the video recordings and player statements, the league will be forced to explain why they've looked the other way. Meanwhile, other players have been punished hard for way less. Just look at how Liz Cambage was treated, dragged in the media, pushed out the league, banned from teams, or even Caster Semenya, who's been dealing with endless eligibility issues in sports. And yet, Griner, she's allowed to move unchecked, and fans are starting to see the double standard loud and clear.
Understand the media constantly trying to twist the things I say into a negative way when all I want is better for women. I really don't understand it.
What about that situation made it so toxic? And which situation are you referring to?
Well, I think the Sparks was really just like a nail in the coffin.
What's really sealed the deal for fans is the paper trail. Before Candace officially retired, she was reportedly pushed to sign a heavy non-disclosure agreement, not the usual exit form players get, but a strict NDA that specifically blocked her from ever speaking on player eligibility. Allegedly, Candace refused. And right after that, the rumors about her sudden retirement started flying. If she's got proof, emails, voice notes, or drafts from league officials pressuring her to stay silent, that's game over. It would mean the WNBA knew exactly what it was doing and tried to cover it up. And now for the ugliest claim of them all, a source close to the Phoenix Mercury says Candace Parker wasn't just offered a basic NDA. She was allegedly offered a 7-figure payout to step away quietly and focus on her post-playing career. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, millions, just to disappear and stay silent. And let's be real, WNBA players don't make that kind of money, not even the top stars.
You get paid what the men get paid. We're asking you to get paid the same percentage of revenue. Do you know what I'm saying?
Got it. So that's a huge misconception.
That's a huge misconception. In the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, their TV contracts, but that's because their CBA negotiates. You know, if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well. In the WNBA, that's not the case.
That's exactly why we've been seeing more and more drama around player strikes and revenue splits. So imagine Candace, one of the league's biggest legends, being handed a fat check just to keep her mouth shut. If she can back that up with bank records, email chains, or calls from league execs, this isn't just speculation anymore. It's proof that the WNBA was ready to buy her silence to keep Brittany Griner's truth hidden. And when you look at the moments fans are already pointing to, it's clear why the league would go that far to protect her. By now, everyone's seen that viral poolside video. Nobody needs to explain it. If you've got eyes, you already know what you saw. But it's not just that. Fans also remember the moment Griner nearly threw hands with Steph Talbot during a game. The energy she was moving with, that wasn't just competitiveness. Fans say she plays like she doesn't even view the women on that court as equals, and it goes way back, way before the WNBA. Let's rewind to 2010. Back when Brittany was still playing at Baylor, they were up against Texas Tech when she suddenly switched from defending a play to swinging a full-on roundhouse punch right at Jordan Barncastle on live TV.
16 turnovers is what they average. They are last.
BG staying with it. Jump ball is called, and Griner is not happy.
It wasn't just a foul. She knocked Barncastle to the floor and broke her nose, a whole broken face. For women's college basketball, nobody had seen anything like it before. That wasn't a regular court scuffle. That looked like a street fight. Fans weren't just shocked by the violence. They were confused, disturbed, and a lot of folks started asking hard questions that day. But instead of answers, the league kept it moving like nothing happened. And now those same questions are back, louder than ever. People weren't just shocked, they were stunned. That punch back in college, it showed just how easy it was for Griner to drop someone like she wasn't even playing the same sport as the women around her. That moment stuck with fans, and it was just the beginning.
Turner reaching in, Alicia Gray from behind the line, and down it goes. And now we've got Brittany Griner going after Anigwe, and this could get ugly. Griner is being held back by numerous players and now trying to throw punches.
Fast forward to 2019, during a matchup between the Phoenix Mercury and the Dallas Wings, what should have been a regular hard foul spiraled into pure chaos. And right at the center of the storm, Brittany Griner. First, she shoved Isabel Harrison like she was brushing off a fly. Then she went charging straight at Christine Anigwe, swinging punches right there on the court. Refs stepped in, benches cleared. It was a full-on scene. Griner ended up with a 3-game suspension, but that didn't stop the internet from blowing up over the way she was just bulldozing players like they weighed nothing.
Rakia and look Griner. Griner and Jackson. Boy, that developed very quickly. Boy, we have not seen Rakia Jackson get fired up like this. Sophie Cunningham getting involved. Natasha Cloud having some words. There's Griner. She's still upset. So is Jackson.
Even the broadcasters had to call it out. They said what fans were already thinking. You don't see that kind of strength in the women's game unless someone's working with a serious power and size advantage. And it didn't stop there. Just last season, September 2024, it happened again. The The Phoenix Mercury were facing the LA Sparks, and Griner was matched up with rookie Rickea Jackson. It looked like a standard box out until suddenly Griner caught her across the face, lifted an elbow near her head, and then stood towering over her as Jackson dropped to the court. Both players got ejected, but by then the clip was already going viral. Why? Because fans couldn't unsee it. Rickea Jackson is 6 feet 2 inches, not exactly small, but next to Griner, she looked like a kid getting thrown around at recess. Watch that footage again. Griner's not just boxing out, she's manhandling someone half her size. The strength gap, it's wild. And now fans are connecting all these moments and saying what the league refuses to. This ain't just physical talent, it's something else entirely. And it's not just her opponents catching heat. Even Brittany Griner's own teammates aren't safe. Earlier this year, during a fast break, Griner collided with teammate Kalia Copper. It wasn't dirty, just a split-second play. But Copper hit the floor hard, ended up with a hip injury, while Griner, she barely even stumbled. Fans were quick to point it out. When someone that big is running full speed, even the accidents can be dangerous. One collision with that kind of mass and momentum is all it takes to put somebody out. From Baylor to Phoenix, it's been over a decade of on-court incidents, and they all show the same pattern. Griner's physical dominance isn't just a skill, it's something that nobody else in the league can match. We're talking punches, elbows, full body shoves. She's been ejected, suspended, and fined, but somehow she's still the face of the WNBA. Why? Because the league knows Griner brings headlines and they can't afford to lose that kind of attention. But now, with everything Candace Parker is rumored to be holding, the league's silence doesn't sound like caution anymore. It's giving straight up fear. If those files, the video recordings, the player receipts, the performance testing data, those NDA emails, and even the proof of that 7-figure hush money, if any of that comes out, it's not just a Brittany Griner controversy anymore. It blows the whole system wide open. People will be asking the real questions. How long has the WNBA known? Who signed off on keeping this buried? How many executives sat back and protected one player to protect the entire league? If this explodes, sponsors would pull out fast, legal teams would swarm in, and the league would be standing face to face with fans who already believe they've been lied to for years. Those files didn't vanish when Candace Parker left. They're out there somewhere just waiting for the right moment to bring the whole truth to light. People close to the situation say those files are still out. One wrong move, one leaked clip, one email sent to the wrong inbox, and boom, it could set off a chain reaction the WNBA can't stop. Because once that first piece slips out, the rest is coming with it. And this won't just take down Brittany Griner. It won't just drag Candace Parker right back into the spotlight. It could flip the entire league upside down in a way there's no coming back from. So what do you think? Is the truth about to come out? Will Candace stay silent forever? Or is the bomb about to drop? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you never miss the next chapter in this wild ride. We'll see you in the next one.